but now 3D is becoming, within the next year, it's a little slow to catch on in our industry. In the engineering and architecture, it's nothing new. I mean, getting people to just color drawings, you know, is something that, you know, you have to tell people the benefits of it because times are changing. But Sketch3D it's a different animal. Was harder to learn than any of the DynaSCAPE programs. But the more I've used it, though, the more I'm realizing that there's a lot of stuff in it that I don't need, and now I just use what I need. So I'm doing a lot of 3D work, and 99% of my clients, how do I say this? Of all the 3D jobs that I've done for clients, 99% of them have sold. The one that didn't sell for one of my clients because they decided they didn't want to do the work, and it didn't have anything to do with the price and the 3D work. It had to do with other things. So it communicates very well. They play well together. You bring your drawing into SketchUp. There is an incredibly dynamic component library in for SketchUp. So there's a misconception about what Sketch3D really is. People think it's a program, but it's not. It's basically a database or a library of 2D and 3D figures or components for SketchUp. And they are specifically made for DynaSCAPE users. You're not going to find them on 3D Warehouse. You're not going to find them online. And they're true to what they are. They're labeled as Spirea, Caryopteris, Moonbeam Coreopsis, and when you zoom in on a Moonbeam Coreopsis, it's a Moonbeam Coreopsis. It's not conceptual, it's real. So Sketch 3D is the way it's really going to be within the next 2 years. Now, there's a component, a plugin you can use called ShaderLite, and what ShaderLite will do is it'll take your 3D model and it will render it into a photorealistic image. And, you know, not to say I'm the best at rendering, because there are a lot of people better than me, I'm sure. But yeah, I can produce some images that clients think are real pictures. Part of it's because I kind of know what I'm doing, and a good part of it is the tools I have to use. These components are optimized for rendering. They look real. I have one client that we're really getting into a lot of 3D work, and I don't like him looking at the 3D images until I'm on the phone with him, because he'll open up the folder and he'll start laughing because they look so realistic, and they're helping him sell his jobs. Just like I said, where when you roll out a piece of paper, it says everything. Well, when you roll out a drawing, so what I'll do is I'll have a DynaSCAPE drawing with the presentation, you know, all the labeling. I'll have that in black and white, but then I'll float the 3D images of the job around the outside. So the client can still see the drawing in 2D, which is important. They need to see that. And you need that anyway to design or to build and construct an estimated job. But when you roll out a drawing and there are 7 or 8 3D images on there, especially when they're rendered, and they can look at it like they're looking at it, you don't have to say anything to convey what you're trying to give them.